Good morning. Safety message for the week of August 26, 2024. Line of fire safety talk. Copy is also off of the website, which you will be sent a copy. So here we go. Term line of fire, very common when talking about hazards of a work task. Depending on the work being completed, there may be many different lines of fire, or there could be very few. It is important, however, to understand that line of fire is and how to avoid being in it to avoid injuries in the first place. Line of fire. Definition. Being in harm's way. The standard says we as employees are required to be out of harm's way at all times. Line of fire injuries occur when the path of moving object or the release of hazardous energy intersects with an individual's body. That's any part. Three major categories of line of fire incidents: caught in or between incidents, struck by incidents, and released energy incidents. There are many specific examples of hazards of each of these categories. A few quick examples of each category. Caught in or between. Construction workers standing between a wall and an excavator. When the excavator spins around, the counterweight pins the worker against the wall. Another example would be a worker placing a hand too close to the rotating gear and gets it pulled into the gear. Struck by. Pedestrian struck by a moving vehicle or an object falling from a higher level, striking a worker below, are examples of struck by. Released energy. A pipe releasing hot steam from a valve that's being removed or a flame shooting out of a malfunctioning engine are examples of released energy. Therefore, avoiding line of fire incidents. The best way to avoid the mentioned incident types is to eliminate the related hazards whenever possible. By totally eliminating the hazards, there is no chance that you or anyone else in the work area can be injured by the hazard. Elimination is not possible. Engineering controls are the next best choice for protecting yourself from injury. From engineering controls that could protect you from the line of fire incidents, which include physical barriers, guarding around moving parts, tow boards on elevated work platforms to prevent objects from falling into the area below. There are many other possible engineering controls that could be used depending on a specific hazard. Total elimination of hazards is not always possible, and engineering controls may not be feasible, or they can fail. Because of this reality, it's important to decrease your chance of being a victim of the line of fire injuries by not putting yourself in harm's way in the first place. Understand the work task that you are going on around you and associated hazards. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Or what will happen if certain safeguards fail? Recognize the hazards of your work and act accordingly. Things we can discuss. What are some examples of the line of fire hazards here at our site? Number 2, what actions can be taken to reduce or eliminate any chance of being injured due to the hazards in the first place? That's my message for the week. As always, understand we have choices, and the choice you make is yours. Have a great and safe week, everyone.